If you're like me, you've done Halloween a lot, and that means over the years, you find yourself wanting to have a party that is a theme other than just Halloween. Me with my brain, I've come up with a few things, and I want to share all of these ideas with you guys and see how you do it. If you do end up doing a party with one of these themes, please tag me so that way I can see how it went, because some of these would be just so much fun. So much fun. I hope you guys are ready because I have so many ideas. Now, obviously you kind of have your classics. You can have, you know, Tim Burton, Halloween Town, just Haunted Mansion is one that I don't think is ever gonna get stale. There are just so many good ideas already out there. I know I grew up in the UP, if you want to check out what that means, and sometimes it would snow, and I had a coworker and he was like, he's so into Halloween, and he was like, I mean, but what would you even do if it snowed? And then my wheels got turning. If you're in a place where it might snow for Halloween, for me, the obvious answer is Nightmare Before Christmas. You can take direct inspiration from that movie. A lot of it does happen with snow, so it makes a lot of sense that if you get snowed in, use Nightmare Before Christmas. Other ideas that came to mind was, man, I mean, you could have Abominable Snowman. You can take that and transfer it into your yard as well if you have enough to build some snowman. There's this great thing you can do where you take a balloon, fill it up with some either red Kool-Aid or just water with red food coloring, whatever you want, and then you make the snowman around these balloons, and then you can go up to the snowman and stab it, and then the red water comes out, kind of melting the snowman, making it look like it's bleeding, and freak out the kids. And it just, there you go. That'd be a great idea. So, you could also draw inspiration from The Thing, I just realized, because that takes place way up in the North Pole, or is it South Pole? Should know that. But I'll take inspiration from The Thing. That happens in a very cold climate, so if it's snowing and you want something that's a bit scarier of the theme, go for The Thing. I told you, there's so many ideas. That's just the snow. Oh, we're still going. Another theme is you can't take it with you. So just make it over the top glamorous, but keep things like skeletons and coffins, you know, just make it almost like, you know, like a funeral, but so over the top glamorous, you know, Haunted Gatsby, if you will. It's a little bit of a different twist of like the Haunted Mansion, because the Haunted Mansion will concentrate more on like making your house seem like old and kind of like it hasn't been inhabited for a while, so cobwebs draping your furniture, things like that. You can't take it with you is more about concentrating on the very material things. So just gold everywhere, everyone looks like a glamorous skeleton, stuff like that. You can't kill the stereotype, I think, is another one that I think would be fun. You can't kill the stereotype is basically you dress up like a dead version of some stereotype. What inspired this idea was, it was some lawn ornaments and skeletons, and it was like skeletons taking selfies or doing the peace sign or things like that. So you can't kill the stereotype is dress up like a dead version of some stereotype. Dress up like a dead hipster. Dress up like, you know, a zombified, you know, influencer, something like that. It would be a nice kind of, you know, a Halloween twist on, you know, just taking a laugh at ourselves. Something else, when I first moved down here, of course, it was very warm, and I was like, oh crap, how do I do Halloween warm, kind of an opposite of where we started from? So I thought of doing, what we did is we dressed up as lifeguards. When I got my costume, actually season 3 of Stranger Things hadn't come out yet, so I didn't realize that the lifeguard's name was Heather. So it just worked out perfectly. Then I got my husband a Baywatch tank top and just wore swim trunks, And then if you want, you can either, instead of dressing up like lifeguards, dress up like surfers and have like half a surfboard. Have half a surfboard with like a big chunk bitten out of it. And then of course we had dogs, still have them. And I wanted to find, but I couldn't find or figure out how to make decent shark fins. So if you're surfers with your shark bitten surfboard and you've got dogs, give them some shark fins, or just have them dress in like a fish costume if you're gonna do the lifeguard thing. And there you go, you've got a great family costume. So that's just a costume idea, but I thought a cool Halloween party theme would be Terrors of the Sea. So what this means is basically dressing up like mermaids, pirates, lifeguards, what have you, surfers, things like that, or just other things aquatic themed. And then what this means too is you can kind of dress your whole house like a pirate ship if you want. Obviously all of this is do what you will with it, interpret it however you want, do what you want with it. I'm just throwing out ideas because we can get so niche with all these Halloween things that we need to. Because this is a party I think would be really fun to see who dresses up like a mermaid, who dresses up like a pirate, who dresses up like a lifeguard, a surfer, a dead swimmer, you know, a shark attack victim, whatever. I think that'd be great. And then obviously you can dress up your house like a pirate ship, whether that's kind of like Davy Jones' locker where like it's been submerged for a while and things are covered in lichen and whatnot. Taking like crepe paper and just twisting it up the walls is an easy way to be like, look, seaweed. There's a lot of really cool ideas. Taking like transparent plastic, you don't even need that, but just taking out like the underside silhouettes of like sharks and fish and stuff like that and putting that on the ceiling, so when it looks like you're looking up at the fish swimming and stuff. You can have pretend cannons sticking out your windows. The really cool thing you can do if you want to be kind of over top about this is get a lot of like tentacles and things like that, so it looks like there's a kraken bursting up through your front yard. This is one, I don't think I'm actually ever gonna do this one. I think it's a great idea, but I have my own idea of what I really wanna do for my yard forevermore, which I kind of mentioned in my Gathering the Essentials video. And this is one though that I think could be so much fun, especially if you live somewhere where it's typically warmer and wearing like a full multi-layered costume is too much. I think giving people an excuse to just show up in a bikini if they want to is a good solution for if you live somewhere where it's going to be really, really warm. Oh, yes, I just had this idea. If you're looking to have just a really great girls' night, Final Girls. It's a whole thing. So Final Girls, on the off chance that you're watching this and you don't know, is a stereotype in horror movies where there's usually one girl, a final girl, that is alive at the end of a horror movie. Hellraiser has it, Texas Chainsaw Massacre has it. Like, just, it's, I mean, there's literally a movie called Final Girl, and I think there's even another one called The Final Girls, like The Final Girls Club, something like that. So you can have a girls' night where you're all dressed up like your favorite final girl, and I think that would be a really fun idea. You could also watch some of those movies where you get inspiration from. Gosh, Carrie is even a great one, all that kind of stuff. So that would be a great idea, I think, for a girls' night specifically, because that you just need costumes, but you know, you need people to participate. But so much fun. It'd be so much fun. Another one would be just childhood gone wrong, something like that. Basically, theming it around like having a toy being possessed or gone wrong in some way is like a whole genre. I mean, you've got, oh man, I mean, Chucky, obviously, that's a classic. It was, I don't know if that was like the original or anything like that, but that's like the quintessential, you know, something's gone wrong. So you could have different replicas of those dolls all over the place and have people dress up like the characters, because a lot of times when it's just the doll that's messed up, the people are kind of more regular clothing, is what it seems to be. So that would be something that, you know, you just get a few of those dolls places, enough to freak people out, which it doesn't take many, and then have people dress up as the characters from those movies. And that would be one that is fairly low effort, because really you only need to have like 6 or 8 of these dolls, and then that's it. That'd be pretty easy. That'd be, if you're looking for a low effort Halloween party idea, I would say I would go for that one. You could do horror movies so bad they're good. Endless possibilities there. I mean, just draw a name out of a hat, really. Oh man. And of course there are so many other themes, just, you know, haunted. Oh, a pun party. I think this needs to happen. I need to throw this, just not for Halloween, just at some point where everything is a pun. You know, people dress up, you know, if a guy dresses up like, you know, a dresser with a little lamp and stuff, you know, you're a one-night stand. A cheerleader that says go ceilings, you're a ceiling fan. All those kind of things. Dress up like a cow with a halo, holy cow, you know. Stuff like that. I think that would be great, because that's something that if you are in a group of people that you're not super into Halloween, but you enjoy a good laugh, you don't like the horror side, but you like the humor side and the fun of things more, I think this would be a great idea for you. Haunted house, pumpkin patch, supernatural theme, the TV show would be super easy. You could have some props from the show and stuff, but as far as for the guests, so if you're one that really likes to host but your friends kind of have to be dragged into it, this would be a good one, because all people have to do is wear like jeans and flannel and either carry around a knife or like a gun, a coat. So great. But you as the host would have to do more, of course, because then you have to do things like have, you know, jars of salt everywhere, ghost cutouts, and then just pick your favorite monsters, things like that. Having a place, as far as like for supernatural, if you're the host, you have to have some place where you have like smoky wings on the wall somewhere or on the ground somewhere. So either have like a chalk, you know, chalk drawing in your driveway of wings, or having something on the wall where there's wings, and then people can like either pretend they're dead, like they've just been a slain angel or something like that. Like, if you're gonna do a supernatural party, you have to do that, just please. And then tag me in those pictures, because that's gonna be so much fun. I could just keep going, realistically, but I feel like this is already gonna be a decently length video. But yeah, if you're looking for even something else, think of your favorite movie and just make it dead, or your favorite horror movie and just follow that theme, favorite TV show and follow that. I know Lock and Key just came out, so you can have people, that's something that is not so much about the decorations or the costumes, but you could just hide a bunch of keys all over your house, and then, you know, people have to find the keys, most one surprise, something like that would be really fun. And it's something that could also be kid friendly, because the TV show is kid friendly. If you're looking for something more adult, you know, possessed by the spirit, something like that, or evil spirits could be the theme, and everything's ghost themed. It's more about the party than about the theme, and then you just hide little bottles of liquor all over the place. I don't know. That could be a fun one. Have so much fun with these. Translate them as much as you want. Graveyard is another good theme, because people can dress up as Grim Reapers or ghosts or just dead people or skeletons or whatever, and then all you need is a bunch of tombstones all over the place. That would be great. You could pretend it's like a funeral happening on the inside if you really want to take the theme all the way. Anyway, we can keep going forever. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, please tag me in whatever you decide to do with this stuff. It's gonna be so much fun to see everything. More ideas, honestly, if you're looking for even more ideas, or you have more ideas to supply, put it down in the comments below, or ask me about, well, I'm in this kind of situation, what would be the best theme for that? Happy to answer. Like I said, these are just a few of the many ideas bouncing around in this head of mine. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for those comments. Make sure you subscribe so you keep this Halloween train rolling. Ring the bell so you don't miss any. We're just getting started. We're going to be doing this all month long. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video that you are not going to miss, because you're going to ring that bell. Oh man.